Oh, hello, boys and girls, seventh graders. How are we doing today? Everyone good? I'm good. Hey, Caesar. Nice hair. Hey, give me a break. I just took my hat off. I'm still a good person. Anyway, ancient Africa is where we're at today. 13.2, 13.3. We're going to go over the questions about those specific empires, starting in Ghana. If you don't know, now you know. Ghana, West Africa, one of the first ancient African empires, still relics in architecture up there from that thousands of years ago to this day. The question asks, how did trade help Ghana develop? Well, we've seen this, all year long, really. Trade, whether it was gold or salt. If you trade, you're making money. And when you have more money, that equals power. And if you have power, then you can influence your army to make it stronger. And in turn, your army could take over other empires or just strengthen yours. So it's kind of a chain reaction. Again, if you are trading more, you're making more money. More money equals you can strengthen your military, stronger empire. And that's been true in every civilization we've studied, no different in Ghana. The second question, why did the rulers of Ghana not want everyone to have gold? Yeah, why not? Well, Caesar, again, gold, wealth, it equals power. So the kings of Ghana, they only allowed their citizens to have dust, which kind of served as their currency. But if they can only have dust and not those big old nuggets of gold, well, that ensures the king is richer than his subjects. It ensures that the king is going to have a majority of the gold, and therefore, with a majority of the gold, he has the power, he has the wealth. Just think of it as another way for kings to keep power over the lowly common citizens. Final question, how did overgrazing help cause the fall of Ghana? Well, besides other empires invading Ghana, another reason it started to diminish a little was overgrazing. People just left. If you have a bunch of herders and farmers that are grazing, and all of a sudden the animals overgraze, they eat up all the vegetation, it leaves the soil exposed, winds come in, erosion. Next thing you know, you have a desert. The land is worthless, and everyone leaves. Such was the case in Ghana. Overgrazing left the soil exposed, farmers left, and the empire kind of diminished. Other empires that we studied in 13.3, Mali and Songhai, I'm saying that wrong, but a couple cool dudes, starting with my man Mansa Musa, which I'm sure I'm saying that wrong. Your task was to ask me a couple true or false questions about him. Muslim leader of ancient Mali. So my first question, Caesar, are you ready? Ready. Ancient Mali's most famous ruler was a Muslim named Mansa Musa, whose influence helped Islam spread through a large part of West Africa. True. Yeah, it says it right there in blue. True. So yeah, again, he was a Muslim and helped the Islam religion spread through a lot of West Africa. My second question, Mansa did not support education and thought reading was stupid. False. Yeah, again, it's right there. I know you can read, Caesar, but again, that was false. Mansa supported education. He wanted the fellow Muslims around him to be able to read so they could study the Quran. So he was a big proponent or advocate for education. And some people say he was the richest person ever to live. Here's Mansa right here. So if you didn't get a chance to watch that video from yesterday, give it a watch. Now, the other guy we met, Askia, the Great, what do you think his greatest accomplishment was? Well, again, this is just my opinion, but I thought it was his support of education. It increased, learning throughout the empire and made his people smarter. So that's what I put for that question. But again, just to give you a visual of some of these ancient African empire leaders, whether it was Mansa or Askia, both great men. And finally, great Zimbabwe down here in southern Africa. How was it similar to other empires of West Africa? Well, when trading diminished, so did their power. When the trade weakened in Zimbabwe, the empire weakened, Hey, we've talked about that before. All right, my friends, those were some specific empires of West Africa. That's all I got for you. Caesar, anything you need to say?
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.